A lot of people have strong opinions on the topic of voter fraud. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis recently announced the Office of Election Crimes and Security to investigate election crimes in Florida. That office and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement arrested close to 20 people who allegedly committed voter fraud in the 2020 election. On Your Side's Kaylee Tracy has been digging into how this new office will affect you at the voting booth, and she joins us in the newsroom. So Kaylee, have there been any complaints here in Jacksonville?
Well, Jessica, the Duval County Supervisor of Elections tells me there have been several complaints of voter fraud in the 2020 election here in Jacksonville. But according to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, no one was arrested in those arrests that were announced yesterday by the governor. Most of those, they tell me, were in Hillsborough County and South Florida. It's the state's job, though, to investigate those complaints.
We've worked really hard on election integrity and election security.
Governor Ron DeSantis Thursday highlighting the work of the new Election Crimes Office.
You know, I voted in the primary up in Tallahassee. You go in, they have a divider, you make it, it's secret, you put it in the box. And that's the way it should be.
But what does that office do locally on Election Day?
I'm not looking for them to be the police to come to our rescue as it relates to maybe some issue. But they're looking at voter fraud. And are people voting twice? Are people voting in two different states or multiple states? Those are the types of things that they'll be looking at.
Duval County Supervisor of Elections Mike Hogan says his office will make sure Election Day runs smoothly and securely.
We start off with what we call the pre-audit. We want to make sure that our equipment works properly, and so we have a logistics and accuracy test that the public can come and they're invited to watch this. And we test our equipment.
They also do a post-audit after the election where workers choose a race and hand count the ballots. The public is invited to watch both audits. Hogan says while federal law does not allow any uniformed officers at polling sites,
they'll be around the area. We have a great relationship with the sheriff, and he has a list of all 186 precincts, and his officers will be running by from time to time, not too close, but just making sure that things are going well.
2 guards are stationed at every secured ballot intake station in the county. And he says there will be more than 50 people traveling from site to site Tuesday to make sure things run smoothly and there aren't any IT issues. And Hogan says they're projecting a 30% voter turnout, but he says so far voter turnout has been light, and he adds there's no excuse for not voting. In the newsroom, Kaylee Tracy, First Coast News, on your side.
Kaylee, thank you. A few reminders as we inch closer to primary election day. Early voting ends this weekend. Election day is this upcoming Tuesday, August 23rd. Polls are open from 7 in the morning until 7 at night. And if you're in line at 7 p.m., but you have not placed your ballot into the ballot box, that you will still be able to vote. And also make sure to bring your photo ID.